sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership at the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watching that, Barney!
Mayfield to throw it. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes two to tango. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Watching that, Barney!
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gone! Watching that, Barney! All right, now look at 56.
Mayfield with it once more. It's got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Lucky 56. Over.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Set. 319. Gone.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. He's going to look deep now for... That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 49 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney. Barney!
1st down, Mayfield. And Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. A screen to Bell. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun!
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
No. Check. Patriot.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield buying time to his left. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Spinning past him. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Here's Rudolph. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Rudolph. And that will be incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on third down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back to throw, Rudolph. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down good and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Mayfield forced out to his left, and this will be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Joe Hayden there to bring him down. And he had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. On first down, it's Rudolph. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Linval Joseph in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
All right, now look at 56.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
Gone! All right, now look at 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there.
Detroit!
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They pitch it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second down, here's an option right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 34.
Gone! Over!
Mayfield looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, 66 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long, it's Rudolph. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the interception, Mayfield in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
Gone!
2nd down, Mayfield. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 72 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. A give. This is Chubb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They run it again with Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. 2nd and goal from the 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bell, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Detroit!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to it. Mayfield now. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley from a yard out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. For a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Powerful running. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Mayfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He's going to get it running right. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
Again, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Michael Kendricks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
We call that a sack. Focus.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Going to throw right side here, complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Roethlisberger. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room, and it worked.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now it's the backup Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Well, on the bright side, you still have the good-sized lead, but this has to be troubling. His 3rd miss of the game.
Well, fortunately, they haven't really needed him thus far. But he's an important part of what they're trying to do, so they definitely need to get him back on track. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Snickers, 66. AB.
Now Roethlisberger. And he whips that one incomplete there. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor, finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
This is Bell on the dump-off. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very...
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Cooper was the intended target, and that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319. Gun.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And the Steelers on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, That just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. You got tight right there.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39, green 39.
On first down, Darnold. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
Throwing, Mayfield. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 46 yards. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun. Over.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.